You live with two voices inside you. One sketches bold spaces before dawn, certain they could exist. The other waits for proof, shrinking every idea before it touches reality. Each morning you promise to begin. Each evening you return to familiar routines, wondering why clear visions disappear when action finally becomes possible. Your apartment holds quiet evidence of unfinished beginnings. A half-edited video waits on your screen. A sketchbook filled with clean lines sits open but untouched. Sticky notes promise movement, yet nothing crosses into completion. You scroll through creators sharing progress while your own work remains paused in preparation. Ideas arrive easily when the city sleeps. In early silence, your mind builds full environments, rooms filled with light, voices, purpose. You can almost hear footsteps moving through spaces you have not created yet. Everything feels real before the day begins. Morning changes the atmosphere. Messages arrive. Expectations grow louder. Your inner certainty fades into comparison. You begin researching instead of building. You organize references. Rename files. Adjust systems that feel productive but require no real risk. You tell yourself you are refining the vision. Deep down you sense avoidance disguised as preparation. At night the picture returns stronger, clearer than before. You feel brief excitement rise in your chest. Then hesitation follows quietly behind it. The notebook closes again. The room stays unchanged. The vision remains alive only in your imagination. One evening the electricity disappears without warning. Screens fade into silence. The city slows. Without digital noise, your thoughts become impossible to ignore. You sit near the window watching shapes dissolve into darkness. Gradually, the vision returns, not as fantasy but as structure. You walk through it mentally. Walls have texture. Lighting feels intentional. People move naturally through spaces you have never built. Details appear without effort, as if they were waiting beneath the surface all along. Your breathing deepens. Your shoulders release tension. A realization unsettles you: the image has always been complete. Only your trust in it was unfinished. Your hand moves automatically toward the notebook. Instead of planning outcomes, you capture structure. One element leads naturally to another. The drawing feels less like invention and more like recognition. Doubt interrupts again, warning that imagination is not proof. Your pen hesitates above the page. Silence presses in. You notice fear of judgment rather than fear of failure. A quiet question rises inside you: if you refuse to see clearly until others approve, will anything ever exist? The resistance weakens. Lines grow sharper. Steps appear naturally. You are not building yet, but hesitation loses authority. For the first time, your body feels aligned with the picture forming in your mind. When power returns, notifications flood the room with urgency. Yet your attention remains steady. The vision no longer feels distant or fragile. It sits grounded in front of you, defined by clear edges rather than vague hope. The next morning arrives without resistance. You open the notebook immediately, following structure instead of searching for motivation. One action leads to another with surprising ease. You record the first piece of real progress, small, imperfect, undeniable. Days move quietly. No public announcements. No dramatic transformation. Yet each step aligns with the internal picture you now trust. Decisions require less energy because direction already exists. Doubt still appears, but it lacks power over your movement. The project slowly crosses from imagination into reality. You begin recognizing something unexpected: clarity reduces exhaustion more than motivation ever did. Vision no longer feels like a dream. It feels like architecture guiding your actions forward. Later you notice the shift did not begin with tools, approval, or perfect timing. It began when you allowed yourself to see clearly without shrinking the image to fit fear. Vision did not guarantee outcomes. It removed hesitation by revealing direction. Movement followed naturally once the picture inside you became more trusted than outside uncertainty.